ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी सरस्वती गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेषण्यवादी पश्चात दिशतारणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभुनित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। You know, hope everyone is doing very well, and so today we are starting. Actually, we are starting today. Actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, but with Radha Bhava. Radha Krishna Pranay Vikrada Ahladini Shakti Rasmat Ekatmano Abhibhupara Deha Vedo Gato To Sri Chaitanyakyam Prakatavadana Tadvayan Chakim Aptam Radha Bhava Solatam Nama Krishna Swarupam. The Leelas of Krishna, their internal potency, they're totally spiritual, you know. So, but when they are separate, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Henya, they are one, and Radha and Krishna they are separate eternally, and they are united eternally. They are one eternally. When they are one eternally, that's Lord Chaitanya. When they are separate eternally, it's Radha and Krishna. You know. So, what is that? Upendra Mishra was, Upendra Mishra had 7 sons, and Kamsari Mishra, Paramananda, Padmanabha, Sarveshwara, Jagannath, Janardhan, and Trailokyanath. So Jagannath Mishra was actually 5th son. Jagannath Mishra came to, Jagannath Mishra also, his name is Purandhara Mishra, and Jagannath Mishra came to Navadvip. Actually, you all should know, we have a connection with Bangladesh actually. So all these, Jagannath Mishra and Upendra Mishra, they're all from actually today's Bangladesh. Those days East Bengal, those is East Bengal, and this chapter, what is his name? He gives the summary, synopsis, Then he explains. Also, Chaitanya Mangal, Vrindavan Das Thakur, Vrindavan Das Thakur, what he wrote is called Chaitanya Bhagavat. And Lochandas Thakur is Chaitanya Mangal. Chaitanya Charita Mahakavya was written by Hanumanji, what's his name?
Murari Gupta.
Murari Gupta. So Chaitanya Charita Mahakavya, Murabai written by Murari Gupta. So these, and plus So what happened? Vrindavan Thakur is actually the devout disciple, disciple and very devoted to Nityananda Prabhu. And for that reason, and also his emphasis was on Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's preliminary pastimes in Navadvip, and especially before marriage, and his Sankirtan movement, how Sankirtan movement was inaugurated, how he received initiation. It's all. But after sannyas, Lord Chaitanya moved to Jagannath Puri. Then Sarudhar Goswami moved from, his name is Purushottam Acharya. But later he moved, when Lord Chaitanya took sannyas, he was also in that, intense separation. He also took sannyas. He went to Kasi. But Lord Chaitanya moved to Jagannath Puri, he came back. So what are the leelas that happened in Jagannath Puri? So were not known. So what is that? Chaitanya Bhagavat, written by Vrindavan Das Thakur, culminates with, you know, is Antya Leela is actually Lord Chaitanya taking sannyas and going to Jagannath Puri. That's it. So also there was a need for another book, another biography, where the philosophically, there should be philosophical explanation plus certain things that Nanda Thakur did not elaborate. So there was a need for elaborating things also. You're all listening? So what happened? He did that. You know, he did that, and honestly speaking, it would have been voluminous if he had freely described. So certain areas he also cuts down. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So in the previous chapters, we saw that Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami received the blessings, you know, mm, of Guru, Vaishnava, and Krishna. That's why he was able to undertake this huge literary task, and he was in very old. You know, mm, so this chapter, first 13, this 13th chapter, he gives a synopsis. You can also do that, and then he starts. Okay, Upendra Mishra was originally from Sylhet, Srihatta. Srihatta means Sylhet. Actually, these places are very, very Krishna conscious cities. Actually, the name is Srihatta. Sylhet is Srihatta. So there is a place called Gopalpur. Can you believe? So if you come from Navadvip to Calcutta airport, you see all these places, pure transcendental names from Bhagavatam actually. So like Krishna's names, So it's because Ganga, wherever Ganga flows, their bhakti is there. So Upendra Misra is actually from Sylhet, and is what is that? His son name is one of what is that? Jagannath Mishra is fifth son of Upendra Mishra. Then he came, he moved to the Ganga, on the bank of Ganga, Nadia district, Navadvip. Then what happened? He studied under Nilambar Chakravarti. Nilambar Chakravarti was a scholar. So Nilambar Chakravarti is seeing these great qualities. He offered his daughter Sachimata, Sachi Devi, you know, um, to Nilambar Chakravarti. Also, Radhadesh. Radhadesh is the place where Ganga is not there. Nityananda Prabhu, Gangadas Pandit, Murari Gupta, and Mukunda took birth. Uh, and also, what else? So, this they appeared in Radhadesh. Mm, Advaitacharya and Um, the day actually, I think Srivas Thakur is from East Bengal only. Srivas Thakur. So they also eventually migrated to Navadvip. You know now before even Lord Chaitanya appeared actually. So Vrindavan Das Thakur, last week we were discussing a little bit. Lord Chaitanya appeared 1486 and he lived up to 1534, 48 years. As a householder, he lived in Navadvip for until 24 years, and he took sannyas in the year 24. Then 6 years he traveled. How many years he traveled? 6 years. Traveled to South India, traveled to Vrindavan. Mm, basically prachar. That is Madhya Leela. Then the last 12 years, he stayed in Jagannath Puri actually. He stayed in Jagannath Puri and uh, in the association of Ramanandra and Suradhar Goswami, he would experience intense separation. Excuse me. Can you hear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, so in the synopsis, what is that? In the essence, basically, in the essence of his Leela, Krishnadas Karaj Goswami says, uh, so the Antya Leela was recorded by Sarudhar Goswami and of course Raghunath Das Goswami. And what they did, when Lord Chaitanya and Sarudhar Goswami disappeared, Raghunath Das Goswami came to Vrindavan and on the request of Rupa and Sanatan, he would lecture on the bank of Radhakund. And one of the persons in the audience was Krishnadas Karaj Goswami. So he made the notes also, Um, mm, so that's why, it became easy for him to, write Chaitanya Charitamrita from the notes. From the notes he got from Raghunath Das Goswami. And by meeting all the devotees who were there that time, he could write Chaitanya Charitamrita actually. So Balya Leela, Pauganda Leela, Kaishwara and Yavana. Balya means childhood, Pauganda early boyhood, Kaishwara later boyhood, and finally youth. So you appeared in the month of Falguna Paurnami. So what is that? Falguna Paurnami, it's coming actually. Um, so Falguna Paurnami, actually it is mentioned, the early, Adi Leela was very nicely mentioned in Chaitanya Bhagavatam. Actually. Um, Mother Sachi was married to Jagannath Mishra and they had 8 children, 8 baby girls. They all died. Then later, Vishrup was born. Mm. Vishrup was born and they were happy and they increased their bhakti. They increased their bhakti to Krishna, to their salagram. And one day Jagannath Mishra saw the spiritual abode, Golok Vrindavan, descending into their bodies, into the body of Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Devi. And so what is it? Um, So, descending into Jagannath mission, Sachi Devi, uh, so they were really really jubilant actually, they were so jubilant. Uh, then what happened, one of the reasons for, we already saw, one of the reasons for Lord Chaitanya's advent, external reasons, is what Advaitacharya's call actually. Advaitacharya, he tried to, is Mahavishnu and Sadasiva combined. Advaitacharya, he saw the conditioning of people of Kali Yuga, especially those in Navdeep. They were, people were very rich, scholarly. They're spending a lot of money, but nobody would take Krishna's name. The most pious person in the morning, he would offer obeisance and say, Hey Krishna, I go on. That's it. When he saw the plight of people, so what he did, he wanted, you know, he wanted Krishna to personally descend and deliver the mankind.
तरुण प्रभु क्या टाइम आपकी फ्लाइट है कल?
Huh?
1:30.
1:30 तो कब निकलोगे फिर ब्रेकफास्ट के बाद?
Yeah, breakfast.
अराउंड 9:30.
9:30.
ओके प्रभु जी प्लीज म्यूट. तो फिर अभी रथ यात्रा पे
That's what I'm planning.
प्रभु जी प्लीज म्यूट.
So what is that? We speak.
I'm also unable to figure out which. I'm checking. 1 minute.
No, that's okay. Don't worry. Yeah, nobody's except. Okay, that's okay. So there is in Gautamiya Tantra, there is a verse, um, if anyone offers Krishna, tulsi leaf and Ganga water, then whatever is your desire, Krishna will fulfill. Tulsidal matrena jalena chulukenava, So I forgot the two lines, So when he saw that, then what he did on the base, staying on the bank of Ganga, he would offer this tulsi and chandan and he would offer saligram, this water, Ganga water and tulsi and chandan, and he would call intensely, please my lord, please descend, you know, he would call intensely Krishna. So his loud cries, by his cries, he made Krishna appear actually, he's the external cause for Lord Krishna to descend actually, So what is that? The 8 daughters. What is that? Chandramali Maharaj made a statement. He would offer this the chandan and tulsi and Ganga water, and after worshipping, he would pour that water in the Ganga only, and the downstream this water would come where Mother Sachi is taking bath, and it would cause abortions because of that water, so that because to accelerate the descent of the Supreme Lord actually. So later, he gave Jagannath Mishra gave birth to Vishwarup, and incarnation of Balram. Actually, Sankarshan is there, Mahasankarshan is there. Sankarshan is for the spiritual world, especially Golok Vrindavan, but Mahasankarshan is for all the Vaikuntha planets. So this Vishwarup is actually, Universal form is incarnation of Mahasankarshan. You know. So, what is that? That's why Vishwarup is actually expansion of Nityananda Prabhu, actually. No? Nityananda Prabhu is the cause of that original Sankarshan, Baladev. You know. So, what they did, Krishna entered into the bodies of Jayanand Mishra and Sachi in year 1485. You know, I see wonderful things. Your body is effulgent. And it appears as if Goddess of Fortune is actually staying in our home. Wherever I go, people are respecting me like anything. Without asking me, they're giving me so many riches, clothing, paddy. Sachimata said, I also see, brilliant, bright, living beings in the outer space as the offering prayers. Then Jayanam said, I saw, this effulgent abode of the Lord enter my heart. And from my heart, it entered into your heart. I think the great transcendental personality is going to take birth. Then they were very happy, things are going on very well. But then what happened? Evenly 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10, 11, 13 months over. Hare Krishna. But the child delivery didn't happen. Thank God there was no C-section those days, actually. So then what they did, they approached Nilambar Chakravarti, the father of Mother Sachimata. And Nilambar Chakravarti did an astrological calculation and he said, this person is a Mahapurusha, great personality. He is looking for a right movement to appear. So that will happen this month. He will come, don't worry. That will happen this month, and please, you don't need to be so worried. So it's actually, the moon was in the Leo, means it's Simharasi, so all the planets they're properly aligned. Then what happened? When they properly aligned, eclipse came. Lunar eclipse, moon eclipse actually. So in India, the tradition is those days, when there is an eclipse, all the people would go to rivers and oceans, and they would, during the period of eclipse, they would get into the ocean and they would take mantras. They would chant. If they're already initiated, they would chant the mantra throughout. That time very powerful actually. So what happened when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when eclipse came, Rahu is trying to cover the moon. Then what happened? Everyone, Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Then they were all chanting. Hindus were all chanting. And Muslims were also, just to mock Hindus. They're also Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. So when they were mocking it like that, the whole world was chanting, then Gaurhari, that personality, the inaugurator, Sankirtana ke Pitaro, the father of Sankirtan movement, and he advented in this world. Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai. So when he advented in this world, Actually, that time Haridas Thakur, Advaitacharya, they were there watching, and Shiva Thakur also. They see everyone standing in Ganga and chanting the name of God loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Only they are chanting like that. Advaitacharya said, I wish the eclipse continue. You know, we wish the eclipse, we wish that this eclipse continue because people are chanting. Otherwise, they won't. That is how the Supreme Lord's descent, is like very important. You're listening, right?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So that the whole world was filled with the vibration. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Amazing. Then, by the causeless mercy, Gaurahari appeared, to dissipate the darkness of Kali Yuga by the sinful activities. The Supreme Lord, unborn, made appearance into the into the planet of Earth. Temporary birth old is descendant, Mother Earth. So, because it was an eclipse, and in Shantipur, Advaitacharya and Gadar Pandit, Advaitacharya and Nityananda Prabhu, they were also jumping and dancing. The question I want to ask is, what is the mantra they were chanting? What is the uniqueness of that mantra? Specialty of the mantra? And why should we do that also? Huh? What's the mantra?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. What is the uniqueness of this mantra? What is so special about this mantra? Anybody? Huh?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. It will take us directly to Goloka Vrindavan.
Why?
Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has put all the bhakti bhav in that mantra, Prabhuji, in this
Anybody?
Kali Yuga.
Yes, I agree.
It gives love of God, Prabhuji.
That's what she said. Anybody
It
else?
purifies our
It
heart,
is
Prabhuji.
Yuga Dharma to
Huh?
chant. It's the Yuga Dharma to chant the holy name.
Okay.
It is directly descending from Goloka Vrindavan, Prabhuji. from
Yes,
spiritual.
that's what I'm expecting. Golokera Premadana Harinam Sankirtana. Why, it's not, yes, Lord, it's actually the mantra is Lord Chaitanya, no doubt. But Lord Chaitanya Krishna brought this as Lord Chaitanya. Golokera Premadana, it's a Premadana of Golok Vrindavan. Because it's directly coming from Krishna. It's Golok Vrindavan, it's from spiritual abode of Krishna, Golok Vrindavan. It has that ability. Alright. So everyone was jumping and dancing. That's when he appeared to promote the Yuga Dharma, Harinam Sankirtana. To promote Yuga Dharma, the Harinam Sankirtan. He brought directly from the spiritual world. Haribol. So then the devotees were very joyous. They were very happy. You know, actually, you know, so because though it was eclipse, bad, very bad time, because everyone was chanting and dancing, they were also jumping and dancing. You know, they were also jumping and dancing. So that is when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, Falguna Purnami. You know, so then what happened? When the people came to know, the near and dear, they came to know Mother Sachi gave birth to a baby boy. And they all came to see. They brought their gifts. Then Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said, Krishnadas Goswami is telling, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva. You know, actually, what is that? These ladies, not Lord Brahma, Lord Brahma's, the wives of Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. What is the wife of name? Lord Brahma's wife name?
Saraswati.
Huh?
Saraswati. Mata.
Saraswati Mata. What Saraswati? No. So
Brahma's wife, you asked the name to.
I know. Brahma's wife name is Saraswati only, yeah.
And
Yeah, Brahma's wife name is Saraswati. And Lord Shiva's Parvati, Narsinghdeva Lakshmi, King Indra's wife is Sachi Devi. Vasishta Muni's wife is what?
Arundhati.
Arundhati. Along with Rambha. And they all came and they brought gifts. You know? So the devatas from, Garuda, Gandharva, Kinnera, Kimpursha, all the lokas, they all came. They started dancing. You know? So Navdeep, is filled with professional singers and dancers, musicians. They were all, they became ecstatic. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was, from the childhood itself, everyone was very, wow, this child was born, that it was so nice, we could all chant, we are feeling elated. Haribol. You know? So for the newborn baby, they perform the rituals, and all the gifts they got, Chaitanya Mishra distributed all the gifts, you know. Then the ladies also came. Srivas Thakur's wife name is Malini Devi. And Chandrasekhar, Chandrasekhar is actually, who is Chandrasekhar? Chandrasekhar is, another name is Acharya Ratna. He's actually Mother Sachi's sister's husband, actually. And last week we were discussing, he was the one making all the arrangements for Lord Chaitanya Sannyas, actually. Anyway, what is the wife's name of Advaitacharya? Advaitacharya's wife's name. Anyone knows?
Sita Thakurani Prabhuji.
Sita Thakurani, thank you, ma. Very nice. So what they did, when they got the message, they all brought great gifts. Kumkum, turmeric oil, fused rice, bananas, coconuts. When Advaitacharya got the message, Sita Thakurani, she took permission from her husband, and she came to see the child. She brought so many gifts too. She brought baby bangles, armlets, necklaces, She brought so many, um, children, it's usually they put tiger nail. I think it's very auspicious and it will remove you all the bad karma. So they brought silks, so many silk dresses, ornaments, silk sarees. Amazing. So Sita Thakurani brought all the gifts, and then she saw the child. Oh, wow, amazing. Everything is same for the child. The child is Krishna, but only one difference. What is that? The color. The color is the only difference. Otherwise, the child is a Krishna only. Every limb of the child has auspicious signs. His feet, everything. So she saw the baby, and her heart was melting. And she blessed the newborn baby and said, "May you live long." And she's the one. He was born under neem tree. Born under neem tree. So she gave the child a Nimai. Who gave the child? Sita Thakurani. Hare Krishna. Then what happened, the day mother and child were in good health, they moved out to their home. So they also, Sachimata and Jagannath Mishra honored her, and she was very happy. Appreciation is very important. The relationship is built based on the 6 loving exchanges. Give gifts, accept gifts, invite for prasad. When invited, go for prasad. Inquire confidentially, and reveal your mind in confidence. Humbly inquire, that's the word. You inquire, clarify your doubts, and reveal your mind in confidence. So Jagannath Mishra and Advaitacharya, they're good friends. Brahmanical community. What happened?
I think I was just thinking good friends.
Huh?
I was just thinking what the fortune was.
So what is that? That's it. They were very happy. We should have a good relation with devotees, with Krishna in the center, not the egos in the center. I'm not agree.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So do you regularly invite others for your home? Do you invite them for, when invited, do you go for prasad? These type of things build up relationships. चलो डिस्नीलैंड जाएंगे, हॉलीवुड जाएंगे. That's all the relationship based on illusion. Yes. What do you all think? So anyway, that was the descent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, actually. Then usually in India, the tradition is when the child is born, you will make an astrologer write the Janma Kundali. What is that? Do the calculations of this baby boy. What is that? Don't take anything into consideration other than what you're inspired to, what you're inspired to reveal actually. So actually Nilambar Chakravarti told them. And when he saw if you see Lord Chaitanya's feet, all the marks. His hand, the palms, again marks. So this is a child. He's a Mahapurusha. Great personality. They all understood. He will deliver all the three worlds. They will deliver all the three worlds. So what is that? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he finally appeared. He finally appeared and then up till 24, it is actually youth. And then 24, he took sannyas actually. That has triggered many, many other aspects in his life. But this is this synopsis. And I told right 1484 to 1484 to 24. 1484 to 24 years is how much? 2000, sorry, 1518?
Yeah. 1508 actually. Oh, sorry.
15,
8 plus 6, sorry. 16 plus 8 number 24.
24. Anyway, what about, so
1508.
he took sannyas in his 25th year. He finished 24 years. Then his Madhya Lila starts. Then 12 years, 24 plus 12, 36 years. After 36 years he traveled, then later he stopped. The last 12 years he stayed in Jagannathpur, exemplifying the glories of the holy name actually. Exemplifying the glories of the holy name. So, what is that? His child, one quality he mentioned in the synopsis is he was born under neem tree, so he was called Nimai. And in childhood, he had this unique quality. Whenever he would cry, to stop him crying, they would chant, the ladies would chant Krishna's name. In fact, that would make him stop crying. That became eventually a fun. They would make him cry. They would make him cry. And then they would chant and they would see him stop crying. Again, when they would stop, he would cry again. And then it became a fun. Finally, because he was singing all the name, but he's golden in color. That's why they would call him Gaura Hari. They would call him Gaura Hari. And because his body is all the limbs are like golden. Golden is called Gaura Anga, Gauranga. Gaurahari Gauranga. And with Nilambar Chakravarti, his grandfather, he made the calculations and he understood this is a Mahapurusha. He has descended to this world to for the cause of delivering the world, all the three worlds. He's that type of person, he would deliver all the three worlds. And he named him Vishwambar. Vishwambar, Nimai, Gauranga, Gaurahari. Any other names? So, of course, he's a moon of Navadvip. So he's called Navadvip Chandra, Gaur Chandra, Mayapur Chandra. These are the names, but and later when he took sannyas, Keshav Bharati Maharaj gave him the sannyas name Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Chaitanya means consciousness. That's why Srila Prabhupada named it International Society for Krishna Consciousness. In other words, International Society for Lord Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya. Chaitanya means a consciousness. Krishna Varunantisa Krishnam Sangopangastra Parsham Yajnir Sankirtaner Prayer Ajanti Sumedasa. So, what he would do, he came to this world for a specific purpose. To glorify Krishna, he comes with associates for preaching the message of Krishna. And he would regularly perform a Sankirtan festival. He would regularly Sankirtana ke pitaro kamalaya taksho. So he would regularly perform the chanting of the holy names on the streets. I forget what is that name. Gaurahari, Gauranga, Navadvip Chandra, Mayapur Chandra, Nimai. Finally, Sichimata would call him Nimai only. Any other name anyone remembers?
Nadia Vihari.
Nadia Vihari is, okay. In the district of Nadia he was born, and he would travel, Vihar. Yeah, he would do that. He would go every Monday in every nook and corner. So he's also Nadia Vihari.
Gauranga.
Sachinandan.
Sachinandan. Gauranga we said, I don't know, that time we were not there much. Sachinandan, Sachinandan, like, Sachimata, son of Sachi. And
Sachi Sutta also, right, Prabhuji?
Sachisutta, Sachinandan,
Navadvip Vihari Prabhuji.
Navadvip Vihari. Navadvip Chandra is there, Navadvip Vihari is also there. Sachinandan, and actually the Chaitanya Bhagavat says these names, actually. They don't say all. They say Gaurhari, Gauranga, Nimai, and Vishwambar. So these are the names that are mentioned. So the point is, Lord Chaitanya, I was giving class last week. He came for this one purpose. And I'll read regularly, I sing this song because our mind is nonsense. Yemono durmati samsara bhitare podiya chenuami. Krishna came to this world to entice you. He came to stage the Leelas. Leela Parayana. Ram is Dharma Parayana, Krishna is Leela Parayana, Lord Chaitanya is Prema Parayana. So what? Because Dwarka people have sufficient, piety, 50% people. So they would be attracted to the Krishna's beauty and his pastimes, his leelas. The Yogamaya potency, was in work that time. So they would be attracted. But Kali Yuga, no. Kali Yuga degradation was even high. So what he did, Audarya, he became a preacher. He became a preacher, and rather than portraying himself as Krishna, if he does that, then everyone call himself, I know it is given in the books, I am that Lord Chaitanya. So what he did, he himself became a preacher, And he went through the suffering. He went through the so much suffering after taking sannyas, especially. So Lord Chaitanya, during his travel to Vrindavan, it was very cold. Lord Chaitanya was in December in Vrindavan. That too, those days weather was even, what do you call, when there is not so much pollution, the weather was even cold. And Lord Chaitanya would sleep on the regular floor. And he would take bath 6 times. Cold, that too traveling in the forest. And Balabhadra Bhattacharya says, my lord, you're doing so much of austerity. One lecture I heard, it is not like today's sannyasis. So, and you have to walk, no slippers, nothing. And what was he doing? Preaching, Audarya, magnanimity. He was going to places, people to people, infusing them to, infusing with the love of God, with this potency. Premarasa niryasa, korite aswadan, ragamarga bhakti loke korite prachar. So he also, he came to experience Radha, but he also promoted Ragamarga, Raga Bhakti. No one has ever done that before. So the moment you are a worshipper of Krishna, you're a very selective sage. Selective, you join the group of selective advanced sages. But Kali Yuga, where will you get selective advanced sages? Lord Chaitanya's grace would make all the devotees of Krishna would become devotees of Gaura and Kali Yuga. And they would become serious, very Mahabhagavat devotees. And what they would do, they would understand the purpose of the descent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they would not only apply that in their lives, and they would spread it far and wide, starting from Lord Chaitanya himself. Haribo.
Haribo.
Amazing. Can you believe Lord Chaitanya became a preacher? To cut through the ignorance, avidya. And what he did, he took even sannyas. Because no more family encumbrances. Really preach. Why? When you suffer, that will evoke compassion. Not sympathy. Compassion. That will evoke compassion. Actually, sympathy. Sympathy is right. Like, what has united Srila Prabhupada? ISKCON? What has united ISKCON today? Srila Prabhupada, he came, old man. He came at in 70-year-old. He went through so many troubles to add a C6 next. These are the pointers by which people, everyone, not just Indians, Russians, Africans, Americans, Middle East, Europe, everywhere. But that old one man, he did it so great difficulty. We should not sabotage the movement, but rather take it forward. That's how Krishna's works. That's how Krishna works. That's how Krishna's mercy works. Lord Chaitanya also, to evoke that sympathy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas. First time, that time, all the atheists and Mayavadis and Nindakas, blasphemers, they melted and they surrendered to Lord Chaitanya. So we'll continue this. This is only 1 week with the first chapter, 13th chapter synopsis. The essence we just touched. And we'll continue this. What is that? Chaitanya Leela is actually ocean, Agadha. What is that? It is ocean. So, to the, and another place he says, Chaitanya Leela like a sky. How much can you cover the sky? You will fly, to the extent you strengthen your wings. To the extent you will strengthen in your wings. Action. Thank you very much. My obeisances to all of you. Time is running out, but take it up seriously. Why not? Time is running out. If you chant sincerely, you'll start adding bhakti account. Kali Yuga. We don't know when we'll take birth in this Kali Yuga. Next lifetime, what will become, we don't know. Why can't we take and treasure the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and distribute it freely? Today is the day, tomorrow will never come. Falling at your lotus feet, please do this. That's my humble request. Because time is running out. And let us not lose this mercy, this treasure of mercy, by our lethargy, our laziness, our blasphemous, by arrogant mood. We shouldn't do that. Anchagal Tursmas Nivesh Bhattanam Panam Vaishnavya Namo Namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnav
Vrinda ki jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
जय
And thank